Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to the Akashic Records check-in reading for July. When I say that I've been looking forward to doing this reading, I mean, I could hardly hold back my excitement. July feels so much different than June and even May. This is a clearing, this is clarity, this is truth, this is divine power. They were saying that we are to feel empowered with divine will. If you're resonating with my messages in my channel, you find my readings. Look, I'm only on YouTube. I don't advertise my channel. I'm nowhere else. If you're somehow led to some messages or readings, make no mistake. You have a divine heart. You're divinely connected. And the divine is using you, especially at this time in transformation, to have the power to go forward with your divine heart. What does that mean? We're co-creating here. We're rebuilding. We're regenerating. There is a lot going forward that's being they kept on saying like a healed magician manifesting. This is a time of transformation. This is when we step into the fullness of all we are. We're pouring it into projects, things we care about, and it's illuminating the world. It's illuminating. I know sometimes we don't feel seen, heard, whatever. Another message came through at 111 on this video. It doesn't matter if you're seen or heard or even acknowledged. You just shine bright in all the ways you are. It penetrates. It's making a difference. So that's why I'm guided to do these readings and messages, because it's like you're lighting up the world. You're lighting the way forward. You're lighting up through, penetrating through the darkness. I know I use a lot of analogies. They give it to me like that, but there's so much coming through no matter what. You shine bright. You shine always. You shine anyway and any ways you can. And it is you that is this part of this divine power wave that is bringing in a huge clear out and an elevation of humanity on a global scale. I mean, it's the droplets of each one of us that's making a difference, and it's rippling out and causing great change, and it's uplifting all of humanity, literally. So don't underestimate your little light. Let your little light shine, whatever that song is. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Yes, because we all do that, and it's illuminating the whole world. So don't underestimate yourself. Feel empowered, and it's really going to start being a delicious energy. We're going to start seeing how that plays out. They said to me, literally, grab the popcorn. Go grab the popcorn and, like, watch this play out, because from here on out, you're going to see how this divine power wave is changing things, is transforming things, is elevating things. Things that we're recreating now are built on greater levels of love and compassion, equality, and justice. It's divine. It's like we're carrying out divine will here on the ground. This is all about grounding higher love, why I started sharing all this stuff. We're all doing that individually. Make no mistake about it, we're all doing that individually. So I wanted to put that all on here so I don't lose that. But this is the Akashic Tarot Records. Okay, so we're going to tap into the Akashic Records. What are the meanings? What are the clear messages for July, as we're going into July, what we can hold on to now, the bigger picture, what's at work here, tapping into Akashic Records. And we're going to see what comes out, and use your own intuition and all that it brings up for you. And also I'll read from the guidebook to get the expanded meaning, so you can really get lost in what that card is actually telling you. And I do these monthly, but I've never been more excited to do this one. It seems so positive, and so I've been looking forward to doing this for like 3 days, and I'm still early. I mean, it's not time really to do July, but I can't wait. I can't wait anymore to do this reading. Okay, so tapping into the Akashic Records, what is the clear meanings, hold on to, for July, for those tuning into the energy of those that will find this video, that do find my channel. Okay, we have 4 scrolls. Yes, yes, we're getting out of this karmic trench. Do you see that? This is what we're doing. We're clearing this karmic trench. You can't make this up. I want to go right into this before I pull more cards, because we've gotten that before in the past where it came out in a different section. But for this number 1 card, it is showing how we're getting out of the karmic. The work that we're doing now is clearing all that karmic stuff. Oh, thank goodness we're getting that divine clearing. So let me get into this. Hold on, I gotta find this though. Hold on one second. Yeah, here we go. Okay, the karmic trench. If this is upright, in a field meant to be planted, a man dirty from his efforts stands knee-deep inside a long trench, and the seeds wait to be planted, yet he continues to dig deeper and deeper. There are other rows plowed and ready for planting, but they're ignored. This card reveals a difficult pattern in your life, a pattern of self-defeating feelings, thoughts, actions that you've brought forward from previous incarnations. You return to this life with the intention of breaking this karmic pattern, but you got pulled into the old thoughts and behaviors. You've been digging yourself deeper into a karmic trench that gets harder and harder to escape. This pattern is not unknown to you. You can recognize it in your relationships, in your jobs, certainly in your beliefs, your behaviors and responses, and it's time to take charge of your karma by altering the inner ideas, feelings, and patterns that cause you to make sabotaging choices. Each time you notice yourself making an old choice that digs you deeper into your karmic trench, you can change your mind and your actions. This will require your conscious effort every step of the way. Without such work, you could go lifetimes burying yourself in the same feelings. But with your commitment to making changes every day, you can dig yourself out. And this is what I feel that we're digging ourselves out, that we're recognizing this. Absolutely. You're seeing it globally and collectively, what we're all doing. We're digging ourselves out of this running on karmic trench over and over. The Akashic forces take a moment to remember an old negative pattern that you know all too well, one that has kept you stuck. Close your eyes and breathe in the presence and power of your higher self. You become stronger. You are filled with the will to step out of the mud, and you do. Now and every time you fall into this pattern again. It is the divine power of each one of us that is getting out of this karmic. We're clearing up the karmic. We're cleaning up the karma within our own individual Akashic records, and I feel collectively for the planet, we're getting out of massive karmic trenches by the work that we're doing now, by being clear that we're not digging deeper into this hole of karmic, going in the same trench. We're getting out, we're planting new seeds. We're getting out of this karmic trench that we have just individually and collectively just been doing over and over and over and over and over again. And that's why they said tap into divine will to empower you. And it's all about this divine power wave they're saying we're all a part of, that's helping us have the power individually and collectively to get clear this karma, to get out of this repeating horrible behaviors, negativity, toxicity. It's a lot of work. We're not in the trench alone. We're doing it together, I feel. And we have the Queen of Keys. Wow. This is Queen of Keys. This is all very physical. This is very physical energy here. And I almost feel like Mother Earth, and this Queen of Pentacles is like, here we go. Okay, this is all about upright. A queen dressed in a gown of rich colors and textures stands atop the tower of her great castle, happily looking over the rich hills of her domain. In the far distance, her husband returns from his travels. This card represents a woman of authority. She is sensitive, helpful, thoughtful. She is confident in her authority, but always happy to celebrate the success of others. She could be a love interest for you or someone in your life. Besides referring to a positive woman of business, this card can represent you, who is about to climb the ladder of success. Positions in banking, investment, real estate, management may be coming. Self-employment in any industry could also be at hand, as well as greater financial independence, increased authority, or creative autonomy at work. Listen, individually, we're stepping into our power more and more confidently, and everything else, but also digging out of the karmic. It is the feminine energy, and that came up in readings before. It's the embracing of this feminine energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, that is getting us out of this karmic trench that we've been doing over and over on the big global scale. Individually, you're coming into your authority, your greater financial independence, creativity. You are in your power. You're very sensitive, helpful, thoughtful. Everything that the Queen of almost Pentacles, that's the abilities that you have right now. Very positive card, very in your power. And let's get the Akashic Force for this. This is all about feminine energy standing here. Look at this. Feel the Queen of Keys beside you. Sense the support she has for you. She is ready to give you a key for your own life. This key may be a feeling, a word, or an idea, or a symbol that informs you in some way. Take this key now and sense what it means and how it feels. And I feel like this key is to go forward, and we're creating this new karmic we're getting rid of this what is this card here? Well, we're getting out of this karmic trench, and we are creating our new abundance. Look at this. It came out Four of Forces, which I didn't even realize. Spring, autumn. So the force behind us is spring and autumn. That makes me feel of a harvest. Let's see what it says, but that has a very harvest feel. So we're embracing all our powers to create a new harvest. I'm telling you, this is really powerful. What's happening in July, I'm like shaking with the almost anticipation and excitement of July. So we have the force of spring and autumn, and to me, spring and autumn is just about harvest, but let's see what they're saying. That's what I'm just getting. It's like, oh, delicious. Okay, so spring, autumn, upright. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. It is one of seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates you're entering a time of planting and active preparation. Yeah, just as the spring is a very full time for the farmer who's tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. And that's what we're doing as the Queen of Keys, laying the groundwork, and we're getting out of the karmic trenches and planting something new and abundant here. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage in this extra activity with joy and optimism. You are always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So, as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. So remain the Queen of Keys as you're planting your seeds, as you're going forward in your actions and your intentions. That's where we're headed. And the Akashic forces, I love this. Close your eyes and feel yourself stand tall, like the Queen of Keys, placing one foot in the spring and the other in the autumn. As you look at your life, ask yourself, what step will help you plant a new situation, and what step will help you harvest? See those actions before you now. Listen, this is such a call to step up as the Queen of Keys and get out of the karmic cycles that we all are individually and collectively. We're breaking free of that, standing in our power, Queen of Keys, and we're planting a new harvest for ourselves, doing the work, and feel empowered to do so. This has been a recurring message, so they're being very clear. So they want one more, let's see. As we are embodying this Queen of Keys, very much planting and doing the work for a new harvest, just like what I was saying in the beginning before I even pulled cards. That's the excitement. That's the energy of July. Ooh, 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 this turned around right in, yeah. Now we have the King of Forces. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. This is your backing. Like they kept on saying, you're backed. You're divinely backed. I can't say that enough. You're divinely backed, are getting divinely empowered to make moves as the Queen of Keys and planting seeds for a new harvest, creation, recreation right now, getting past old karmic trenches. I mean, we're moving into brightness, enlightenment, and planting new harvests here. Look at this growth. Stay in your power as the Queen of Keys. Embody the Queen of Keys as you're working and planting. And the King of Forces is behind you. The King of Forces. This is what I'm saying. This is delicious. I know I keep saying that, but it is delicious. The King of Forces behind this effort. Okay, I have to find the King of Forces. Hold on a second, bear with me. But this is why I couldn't wait. I could not wait to do this reading for July. I couldn't wait. I've been like chomping at the bit to do this for the last couple of days, and I actually was supposed to leave I was supposed to be gone by now. I was like, let me squeeze in this Akashic Records reading right now before I have to go. Okay. King of Forces upright. A man standing by a stream is surrounded by different animals of the woods. The power of nature is all around him. This is what they're saying is all around you as the Queen of Keys. The power of nature is all around him, in the earth below his feet, the water running by, and the star-filled nebula in the sky above. Yet he is a force himself, exerting calming influences on the wolf and the rabbit, which are natural enemies. Upright, this card indicates the presence of a man who has a powerful and positive energy. He comes with good intentions. Gentleness and honesty resonate from him. If you don't know this man yet, his energy will be coming into your life soon. He could bring support for a special project, a work issue, or just your life in general. By the way, in the quantum energy reading for July, the number one card was Loving Man. So pay attention to the men. He may also be a possible love interest. So in order to be open to receiving a man of honor, make sure you engage in honoring and being tender toward yourself. So, okay, quantum energy reading, we got the loving man, and we also had true love for the feminine energy, where she was looking in that mirror and her value was being reflected. I told you this is really profound what's happening. Okay, so for you or a man around you, there could be a position coming in any of the careers natural to the King of Forces, such as electronics, astronomy, physics, geology, alternative fuel, any of the earth sciences and new industries, and environmental care. Any activity connecting with earth energy and nature are beneficial to you at this time, whether you are male or female. This also reveals an important side of yourself. Feel the balance and beauty of nature, and know that the powerful forces are always moving within and around you, and is backing you as you're going forward and planting this new harvest and moving forward creatively, work-wise, whatever you're manifesting and trying to grow here in the new creations. This is the King of Forces behind you standing. And the Akashic Force says, close your eyes and sense the King of Forces by your side. Feel universal beauty and power move within you, through you, and around you, and feel how gentle this force and wisdom are. How will you rule the forces and allow them to serve you? In every reading I was getting, they were saying whatever you're doing as the Queen of Keys, you are backed. You are like divinely backed with divine will, divine power, divine stamina. They kept on saying feel empowered, empowered, and in power. And it's divine power. It's not ego power. It's feeling divinely driven to plant new harvests, to go and how you're working, whatever creatively, whatever you're pouring your heart and soul into. It's creating the new here. And this is powerful. King of Forces behind you. It's powering through you, around you, has your back. It is you. And also pay attention to the men that may come in, because that we did get the loving man as the number one card for quantum energy. But I also feel like the King of Forces, this is at your back as you plant. Should we just get one more? Okay, just one more. Oh my gosh, this is what I was feeling. This is why it's so exciting. It's like a divine power wave. I kept on saying, if you're on my channel, you are part of this divine power wave that's transforming and planting and building this new harvest that's coming in. We're doing the work now, but you have King of Forces behind you, running through you and backing you, and you're supported, you're divinely backed, and you're being divinely empowered. Oh my gosh, and we have two more. Yeah, you know why? It's the sands of time in the architect book. It's time to roll up your sleeves. It's divine timing to get to work. But also know that you're right in place with divine timing. That is that card. The architect is that we're building together. We are building. It's almost like that Three of Pentacles, I kept saying, was the major arcana in the physical, that we're all doing. We're the architects of this. We're all having the divine at our back, helping us stand powerfully in this and be empowered to rebuild, to recreate. So I will say, this is the divine timing. Roll up your sleeves, but know that you are right in divine time. Don't feel hurried or rushed, or things are going too fast, too slow. You're right on course, and it is time to get to work. No doubt about it. We're going to jump right to the One of Keys, though, because I already know, well, the Six of Scrolls, you know, it's saying that, you know, this is a matter of importance. Time is of the essence, but also, you know, just keep going no matter what, and focus and effort are required. to get to the end game. And just the Akashic Force, I'm skipping into it. It says, close your eyes and catch the energy of time. It feels almost as if you can ride it as it flows through your day, lifting your excitement, your enthusiasm, and your industry. Feel this now and realize that whatever you have to do, time is your gift and your tool. And don't give up. It's roll up your sleeves, get to work, and know that time is on your side here. And for this one of keys that we're all orchestrating, we're all playing our part. The architect, we've gotten this before. A man and a woman in rich Egyptian dress stand at a table filled with structural drawings and measuring utensils. He is the architect of all they survey, and he points to an unseen building in this expansive project. Throughout the scene, many workers toil on foundations, pylons, and palaces. At a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in a building project, renovating, redecorating your work or your home. Most important, this card shows that it's time for you to step into a position of power. Remember, we have the King of Forces here backing you as you're the Queen of Keys, and you're planting your harvest, and it's time to get to work and plant this new harvest coming in. So it's really important to step into a position of power. In order to do that, you must recognize your talents and strengths as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilizes your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of the situation and take charge. And this Akashic Force is close your eyes, take a relaxing breath, and move deeply into the authority and confidence that come from your eternal truth. You are in easy command. Feel your talents and power stir within you as you design the destiny you seek. Because you have the King of Forces. This is you, the Queen of Keys. You are backed by the King of Forces to step into your power, and it's for this new harvest. It's this. So definitely as you go through July, you are the Queen of Keys. They kept on saying you're part of this divine power wave. You have to feel empowered, divinely empowered. You have the King of Forces behind you. Also, men in your life could play a significant part when it comes to your work for your projects or anything else. But also, you have King of Forces backing. Let it infuse you as you embody the Queen of Keys, going forward in your power, in your authority, divinely being moved and orchestrating and building and recreating. Like I said in the very beginning, it's time to get to work. They're literally saying it's time to get to work. And it's also in line with divine timing, what you're doing. The timing is working with you. You don't have to feel rushed or like you missed something or anything else. Wow, are we getting out of these karmic trenches individually, collectively, globally, everything. And we're building the new. And this was the whole, I've been getting this directly, and in every reading, you're supposed to feel divinely empowered now as you plant seeds and move forward for recreations, new harvests, and be divinely fueled. And this is what we're building. Remain embodying the Queen of Keys and know that you are backed and supported by the King of Forces. This is just amazing. I don't know why they want one more. Okay, one more. I know it's not over until they say it's over. One more as we go forward as the Queen. Here we have the two. We have the Two of Scrolls, two worlds, two worlds, two worlds. Oh my God, two worlds. Surrounded by a spinning wheel and baskets of wool, a beautiful woman, worried and tired, gazes at the embers in the fireplace. She's worked hard for her spinning, for the coins. Oh, wow. Yes. The expansive window behind her looks out onto a Buddhist monastery high in the mountains. When you receive this card, there's a conflict in your life between what the outer world requires of you and how your own spirit directs you. You actually may have had a number of past lives where you wanted to focus on your spiritual growth and therefore joined a monastery to do so. Then missing the wonders that the secular world could offer, such as love, family, financial success, you chose the secular world. Yet this didn't offer the spiritual focus you also sought. Because of this, it's likely that you bounced back and forth through a number of incarnations. You are now again experiencing a polarity between a fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day life. It often feels as if you have to let one go in order to embrace the other. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. It's time to replace worry with trust and integrate your eternal truth with your temporal reality. They're asking us to be that divine where you combine the two worlds in one. We are the bridge. We're grounding higher love here, where you have one foot in the spiritual, one on the ground. We can do it all. We can be spiritual and plant these seeds of a new harvest, completely spiritual. That's what they're actually asking us to do as we rebuild. That is what we're embodying here. It is tough, but that is it. It's infusing everything with spirituality, and here you're now again experiencing polarity between a fully self-realized spiritual experience and personal success in your day-to-day. This push-pull will continue until you learn to bring your spiritual self to every situation in your personal life. That's what they want us to plant with in this new going forward, getting out of that karmic trench. We're supposed to plant the seeds infused with all that spirituality. It's time to replace worry with trust, integrate your eternal truth with your temporal reality. If you have a job or are in a relationship that actively pulls you from your spirit, you must deal with it or possibly leave it. Who you are forever is who you are now. Let nothing, this is it, let nothing impede that power. Okay, let me say this again. Who you are forever is who you are right now. Let nothing impede that power. When you own it, absolute self-realization in both worlds will elude you no longer. And that is what is needed for this new harvest and this new building. And the Akashic Records, I have chills because this is so important, because we have to be our full selves going forward and own our power fully. There are no more words to describe this. Akashic Force, close your eyes and say to yourself, the divine thrives in my daily world. Then see the God of your understanding stand beside you. See yourself walking through your entire life in this great company, handling everything that comes your way. I'm ending it there. This was a stunning, beautiful reading for July, and encompassing every spirit message and reading I have been getting. This is gorgeous. I will be rewatching this myself. This is what's to empower you as you go forward, and what you're supposed to plant with as we move forward. It's that infusion of it all, and go fully as full as you are. And that's the, oh my gosh, that is what we are planting here. That's why the seeds, that's what's growing here. That's what we're moving forward with. That's what you should be infused by with everything you do. Everything you do. Come with your full self. Okay, so have a great July. There are no more words for this. I'm kind of stumbling on my words. There's no words. There are no words to describe what just came out. Just let it feed you and infuse you, empower you. And make you so conscious and aware as you go through your day, how you're moving, how you're planting, how you're doing it. Come fully with all you are. That's what they kept saying even before. This is gorgeous. Have a great July. Take care. Bye-bye.